I quickly decided to start my own ventures. And it hasn't been easy. I tell you, anyone watching me, if you feel that it's easy, it's not easy. There were times that you do projects, you finish the project and you incur debts, all right? And you have no, but the following year you are back again.
Hi, my name is Precious Queen Faith Akole, and you are watching the Tribe Show. Let me acknowledge my sponsors quickly. Crystal Galaxy College of Aviation and Professional Studies and Q-Link. If you need a genuine land, Q-Link is a call away. You can call them on 050-460-3639. Let me take a very short break. I'll return shortly. Stay tuned.
When we talk about a school that is ready to bring out the best in you, then it's Crystal Galaxy College. At Crystal Galaxy College, we have so many courses for you to choose from. Media, aviation, business, and health courses. All available at Crystal Galaxy College.
It has been my childhood desire to work in the aviation sector. The vision became blurred and practically impossible after high school. I had no one to see me through until I was introduced to Crystal Galaxy College. Thanks to Crystal Galaxy College.
Our aviation courses: passenger handling, flight attendant, hospitality management, airline ticketing, and everything about aviation. Media courses: broadcast journalism, radio and TV presentation, video editing and production, TV and film directing, acting, and a whole lot more. We also have business and health courses. And hey, admission is in progress. Give your dream a chance by calling now on 0504 050 603 or 0504 050 604. Crystal Galaxy College of Aviation and Professional Studies, a paradigm of academic excellence.
Come back. I have with me here Mr. Nanayao Wachi Wedu. He's the CEO of Edu Enter Group Ghana, the board chairman, Models Union of Ghana, founder of Ghana Environmental Sanitation Awards. So you are welcome.
Thank you so much.
How's everything? How is business?
We thank God for life.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure being on your show.
Thank you so much.
You're looking lovely.
Thank you. I'm glad to have you here.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
So, where did you grow up and what was the experience?
Okay. Yes. All right. So I was born and bred here in Accra,
Okay.
specifically Laboni. So I grew up in Laboni. Most of my formative years were in Laboni. I attended Laboni SDA school. So like I've been a Laboni boy until um, work brought me a bit closer to East Legon and now to where I am today.
So, can you tell us about Edu Group Ghana?
All right. Okay. So Adventure Group Ghana specifically means Education and Entertainment Group Ghana. All right.
Right.
But obviously, education and entertainment will be too long. So that's why it was abbreviated Edu Enter Group Ghana.
All right.
All right. So it's an event advocacy and production organization. All right. My events and advocacy. My advocacy, we are very major on environmental sustainability and sanitation, stewardship, sanitation, education. All right. So it's everything education around the environment.
Okay.
And so most of the projects, major projects, are geared towards that. And for instance, we have some revolutionary projects that are all into some level of awareness creation, some level of celebration, like you mentioned in your introduction. One of our projects, that's the Ghana Environmental and Sanitation Awards, which is a yearly event into its third year or third edition, I have to admit. Early next, that's February.
Next year,
yeah, that's in February will be the main event. So the Ghana Environmental and Sanitation Awards, it's about, we say, go clean, go green.
Wow.
So it's positive reinforcement mechanism that we put into our world, saying that, okay, the time where maybe someone will come to your house and say you've done a bad thing, or right, yes, and punish the people. Why don't we rather reward and acknowledge those that are doing the right thing? Okay, so that is what birthed those very ideas, so that organizations, and then we dove our hats out for one of our principal partners, that's Zoom Lion Ghana Limited, who have been at the forefront of this drive about a clean and a sanitized country. All right, so over the years, we are very excited and proud to say we've added some very prominent individuals. I think the first year, the man of the decade, as far as environmental sanitation was concerned, went to the founder, that's executive chairman of the Just One Group. All right.
Just One Group.
Yes. And he was our mother's Dr. Joseph Siao Japan. Yes. He was a man of the decade. And it's obvious that when it comes to individuals that have led the fight and the struggle and really make an impact for us to be independent as far as sanitation is concerned, each one of them. And last year, yes, we had that is the Omahime, that's it, the Omahime, or the king of the Asin Kusia traditional area, that's Ogunabo Brimfra Agensian the sixth. Yes, he was the man of the year. So there's been some very prominent personalities over the period, that is, we've had other institutions, yes, other institutions like World Vision, yes, World Vision Ghana, all the things that they do in the villages, trying to supply water for those without the bowls they provide and what have you. And these are the things that has kept, our sanitation and has kept a lot of people, together. So that's what the award seeks to do. Okay, positive reinforcement. Let's say thank you. Definitely, let's say thank you. That's the little we can do for humanity.
Yes, exactly.
For that matter, maybe we want to be remembered for the fact that we played our part towards a cleaner, a greener, and brighter Ghana.
Wow. So, how did your upbringing influence your personality?
Yes, that's a very good question. I would say that, yes, I was brought up in the fear of the Lord. And secondly, I have to admit, when I was young, I was a church boy.
Wow.
Of late, we've been a bit kumolo, but
You should have been a pastor.
of late, we've been a bit kumolo. I hope you didn't hear that aspect, But we were the time growing up as a young man, in our teens. It was a Monday to Sunday church.
Okay.
You're always at church. You're doing things. I'm a Baptist, so and we used to have certain things like Awana.
Okay.
And so as a young
what
person,
is it about?
Awana, it's a group or should I say a club within for the young people. So there was spark, touch, and torch and flame. Flames. If I can remember, and you go for Olympics and other things, games and other things that build you. Then you always have some number of memory verses and other things that you need to memorize and say the sword drills. We go for competitions. Sometimes I represented my church.
Yeah, church.
All right.
Wow.
All these little things, I believe, was shaping the personality. But at that age, you will not realize it. But very important. So when you're young and you have the opportunity to do things at church or things of the Lord, take it seriously because one day you will realize that it will come handy. And we have no excuse, all right, not to do the things of the Lord. So that upbringing All right.
Yes.
At the point I was the youth president at church. At the point I was leading the praise team. At the point I was leading sense. You know that kind of thing.
That's the reason I say you should have.
And
Wow.
at the point I became footballer one. But it's all well. It's all well.
So, when did you consider yourself a success?
I think I'm still a work in progress.
Right.
I would never say I've gotten there. I'm still a work in progress. And what gives me the most fulfillment is when I'm able to impact lives, especially the young people. I've been with young people all the step. You know, I remember at a point, I've taught for several years. I've taught at every level of education. I've taught at the primary. I've taught at the JSS.
You were a teacher before.
Yes, I've taught, even though I, I might say by default, but I ended up being excited. I've taught English language, I've taught literature.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
I've been the head of performing arts, Natford University. I've taught media courses at Dominion Multimedia.
I guess you are a journalist too.
I have been in the Inky fraternity for quite a while. All right. We are one of the few that started satellite television in Ghana. I do my hat out to my senior boss, Reverend Dr. Mining, Coco Mining, who was the first Ghanaian to bring satellite television to Ghana. All right, we worked together. I was a producer, director, the morning show, you know, and I've been in the media space, produced a lot of things in the past. All right, ran some media schools, multimedia, multimedia and Creative Arts Institute. I've even forgotten the name. Oh,
that was then.
I know.
Quite some time ago.
You know, and a few others. Yes, I've taught at Trans Africa. You know, and this along the line nurtured a few people who currently are on the screens doing well in different radio and TV channels. And I'm proud when I see all the great things they are doing. And I know that there is much more that I need to accomplish. There's much more I need to inspire. There is much more. And with my current role as the board chair for the Models Union of Ghana, I believe
what is it about?
It's all about all models in Ghana. All right. And the same way we have the musicians union, the same way we have the fashion designers, and what have you, the models, and there are several young people who aspire to become professional models, and it's that. So most often they have very limited opportunities. We've been in the field, we have seen the level of passion that they have, and we think that it is time for us to regulate the system better. All right, so then we can put all together that so that at least their conditions of service and other things can be improved. So we want to be able to see our Ghanaian models on international runways. All right, and, you know, then on the cover ladies and cover guys on huge international magazines. Okay, then we also anticipate that at least we will get that support from corporate and from government and the recognition so that we can put together, you know, strong fashion shows yearly for these models, all right? And to hone their talents so that they'll be also able to get good remuneration for their work because it's a profession and elsewhere, you know, in advanced communities, models are a big deal. And Ghanaian models also have to feel that they are a big deal. So that's exactly what the
you are doing very well. When was that things became so tough and you nearly give up?
It has happened several. It has happened several
times.
I have, you know, I've always been entrepreneurial in mind. All right. So I just worked a little bit, I think from university, worked a little few years. And I quickly decided to start my own ventures. And it hasn't been easy. I tell you, anyone watching me, if you feel that it's easy, it's not easy. There were times that you do projects, you finish the project, and you incur debts, all right? And you have no, but the following year, you are back again. All right, trying to get all together. So there's been that days of challenges, but you see, persistence. Some motivate yourself and have an aim. You know where
Yes.
you're going.
Yes.
No matter the hurdles, no
Yes.
matter the challenges, you know that I am heading towards this direction.
Yes.
And don't think that what you are doing, people are not watching. People are watching. They are looking at
They are watching.
the volume or the how committed are you to the cause. All right. Sometimes you think that, oh, why are they not coming in? But they come in at the right time.
Yes.
Okay. So just keep at it. Do you be persistent? All right. Network. Try and get the right contact and the right people. Try and associate with the right people. All right. Once you continue to network, it's a very broad market all over the place. Okay. Don't run away from that vision. God gave you that vision for a purpose. Don't run away from it. You might think that it has not worked now, but
It will
persist and it will
definitely
work.
I've been talking to Mr. Nana Yaokwachi Bwedu, but let me take a short break. We'll return shortly. Stay tuned.
Ebusua ene me kopie mu ewo Crystal Galaxy College se me kwa kusua se de esi twi plane ne yesan direct plane ene enya asem ketoa me duro na me se da bi ma me kɔ classroom na me kɔ je tetiye kakra obi be bisa se eho courses ben no mo ye ne ho courses aye ye ni bi ene media, aviation, business studies, computer studies, management, makeup lessons,
cosmetology,
beauty therapy, hospitality management and catering. Under the media course, broadcast journalism, radio and TV presentation, video editing and productions. Oba aviation courses in so
passenger handling,
flight attendants, airline ticketing. Your classroom is superb. Usi adena air condition air bow.
Crystal Galaxy College. Crystal Galaxy College.
Welcome back. You are watching the Tribe Show, and I've been talking to Mr. Nana Yaokwachi Bwedu, who is the CEO of Edu Enter Group Ghana. Excuse me, Edu Enter Group Ghana, board chairman, Models Union of Ghana, founder, Ghana Environmental and Sanitation Awards. Sir, what was that things became so tough and you nearly give up?
All right. I think that there are always times that we go through our very lowest moments.
Yes.
Okay. And there has been a few times. It's not once. Okay. Sometimes you fall one, you rise.
Rise.
It is the number of times that you rise.
Yes.
Which is the success.
Yes.
So when you fall and you stay down, you are there
you still
forever.
remain there forever.
All right. So it's not like the dust is settled. There are no challenges. Challenges are part of life.
Yes.
All right. It is part of the process.
Yes.
And you need to master how to navigate that process. All right. And it is good because it toughens you. It becomes your knowledge bank.
Yes.
So whenever you're coming across situations that looks familiar to what you've gone through before, you get to know, hey, all right, no, I need to do it this way. Okay. And I believe that with time, God is glorifying Himself through us.
Exactly.
Yes, and at least we are being there more to be able to also inspire the next generation. And I think that's what keeps us going. All right. But for falling, it has come plenty times. It will not stop coming, but will win anytime it comes.
How did you push through tough times?
All right. I think I believe in God, because I believe strongly that no matter what, all right, I would say that I'm that type that you will see me. I'm with my Bible. I'm not the type you might not even
But you
know.
go to church.
I do, and but more importantly, I know the God that I serve.
Okay. So do you go to church?
Yes, I do.
Which
But
church?
I'm a Baptist.
Okay.
All right. But sometimes I worship also with Dr. Nana also sometimes, but I'm a Baptist through and through. Like that's what and where I was baptized and all that. But um, yes, it is true that sometimes you might not see me in church, but it doesn't change
Never.
my belief.
You
My
always
belief in
you make sure you pray.
God.
You
Definitely.
trust in God. You
Most
believe
definitely.
in God.
I do.
You always call on God.
Every time. He's the source of my strength.
Yes.
And he's the source of everyone's strength. Or he should be the source of everyone's strength. I think that
What is that one thing that you wish you change if you've been given the opportunity? Or what is that you've done that you regretted doing it and you wish it will never happen to you again?
that's a good question. But I don't think I want to change anything.
Okay. You love your life from the beginning to where you are today.
Yes,
You
I
love
believe
everything.
that everything happens for a purpose.
Yes. Right.
And all the mistakes doesn't mean I've missed my stake. Yes, they are mistakes. And for that matter, you might stumble again. It is part of growth.
Yes.
Right? So I might not want to change nothing. I rather want to grow and learn from the experiences and even become a better version of myself and be able to even impact more generations. That is what, when it happens, I will know that yes, I've arrived. But changing anything, that's it's God's purpose for my life, and it's the destiny that
And it's manifesting.
it manifests that you have to do this, you have to take this wrong turn, you have to so be it.
Okay.
But at the end, I want to be on the right path.
What's the next plan?
The next plan, that's okay. The next plan, it's one, I still want to be able to impact more lives through all the initiatives and the projects that have been undertaken. All right. With the projects, I'm looking at much more education for young people. All right. Um, looking at technology that will help us to be able to go more greener as a country. All right. So green technology, okay. We all know that one of the biggest challenges we face, okay, it's climate change,
Yes.
it's sanitation, it's deforestation, okay, and all these things. We can talk about illegal mining.
Yes.
That's seriously destroying our lands and our water bodies. Okay, um, the next generation should not also fall in the same thing where we get to lose all our land. Okay, how many parks, how many, what do you call it, recreational parks do we have? All the trees have been cut down.
Yes.
All right. You know, to what extent do we make sure that at least our immediate surroundings are kept or are kept well? All right. What about young people getting excited about recycling and beginning to produce things out of
Things out
waste?
of it, yes.
Okay, because other advanced countries are doing it. They're
Exactly.
producing so much out of waste. They're creating so much work.
Yes.
How can they be inspired to become that change agent and lead that drive towards a revolutionary country where it is led by which some of the pioneer companies, like I already said, have taken the way these young people can be inspired to even do greater. So I feel that my calling is that let's inspire a lot more young people.
Yeah.
Let them become advocates for this change. That would indirectly help us. It helps in health. It helps in a lot and longevity of life and what have you. Why don't you do that?
Sally.
All right. So I think that is the mandate as far as I'm concerned now. I hear a few people saying, Nana, you have to become a man of God, you have to, but
Nana, you
I've never
almost,
heard
you,
anything.
to
I've
be
not
frank
seen that
with you, you
calling.
almost look like a man.
I don't know
Then
how
you should have been a
I don't know
pastor.
that look. How does it look? There's an abode like, you know.
Maybe that should be your calling too.
For now,
You
I'm not
put
even,
up a church, then I will be your treasure.
maybe I think you can consider. We can consider that.
I'll handle the money for you.
I said, okay, let's do it this way. You be the treasurer, you collect the money, then put it in mine. What? It's correct, right?
Oh. No. I thought maybe I'll get, okay, let's say, let's do it this way.
Okay.
When I collect the money,
Uh-huh.
let's share it into three.
Okay.
Three. Okay, so you take two,
Okay.
I'll take one.
Oh.
Because I'm helping you in,
Okay.
I'll help you in so many ways.
You're a fair woman. You're a fair woman. My host is a very fair woman.
All right, so what advice will you give to viewers out there, especially those who are who start life afresh, those upcoming, let's say, great ones, and those who are yet to discover their talents? What advice do you have for them?
All right. What I'll say is that, um, you know, in the Bible, when Moses, was going back to Egypt and he felt that he didn't have what it takes, um, God asked him, "What do you have in your hands? Right? Use it." Okay. What is it that you have? All of us are endowed, and always to your error might just be close by.
Yes.
You need to search to find your Aaron.
Yeah.
Maybe your Aaron have been working with you all this while.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
And always God tries to bring an Aaron. God tries for you to have a sword in your hands. What is it that makes you happy when you do and effortlessly? So the young people, even as we advocate for entrepreneurship, we always say, "Oh, where's the money? I don't have money to start." And that's from some. But you start small.
Yes.
You start small.
Yes.
I'll not be here to say, "Oh, you can start with 50 CDs and get to the top," irrespective of whatever. Dream, and I think also be able to open up and speak to like-minded people.
Yes.
Who might also believe in your dream.
Yes.
Speak to like-minded people who might also believe in your dream.
Yes.
All right. Yes. And don't be bothered when the beginnings looks challenging, because it's part of the process. Learn to go through the process. All right. And you see, one thing is that process makes you very solid, such that even when wealth comes, you're able to handle it. Because some people, there are a lot of young people, they are not able to manage money and manage wealth. When it gets into their head, and before they realize, somebody that has gone through the ups and the downs knows that when it goes up, has to take care of the up well.
Yes.
If not, it goes down. All right. So let's optimize our strengths. Let's look at what makes us happy. Let's look at what makes us go without even feeling anything that gives us joy. Let's go for it. Let's start small. Let's be consistent. Let's be persistent. Let our passion be sky high. Let our passion drive us. And irrespective of the challenges we go through, we will definitely surmount and get to the top. We are all destined for great things. We need to unlock that potential of greatness in us because we all have it. So for all the young people, unlock that potential of greatness in you. The world is waiting for your innovation. The world is waiting for your creativity. The world is waiting for um, that energy and that intelligence and that drive. And that is what is going to change the world. To use it to change the world.
Is there any social media handle?
All right. So my personal handle is NYKD. That's NYKBGH. NYKBGH. But aside that, it's all about the work. That's Miss Galaxy GH.
Okay.
Environmental and Sanitation Awards. That's on IG.
On
Miss
Facebook
Galaxy.
too?
Yes, on Facebook, Miss Galaxy.
What about TikTok?
On TikTok. No, there, I think.
They're all.
You know, yeah. So it's more of the projects. Myself, I'm quite a lead man. We do social media small.
Yeah.
We let the organizations and the projects run us bit small for us. So when you search the projects that we do, you find us all over the place.
The world is watching.
Mm.
The world is expecting you to show your greatness.
Mm.
Everybody is watching you. So do not be lazy. Fight and become like Mr. Nana Yao Kwechi Gwedu, who is the CEO of Edu Enter Group Ghana, board chairman of Models Union of Ghana, founder, Ghana Environmental and Sanitation Board. Thanks for watching the Tribe Show. My name is Precious Mfita Ole, and my sponsors are Q-Link and Crystal Galaxy College. It's weekend, so please take care of yourself. Do not go out and misbehave. God be with you. Bye-bye.